What's going on, Call of Duty fans? Welcome back to episode 17 of Around the CDL. Alex and Preston's cat with us on screen today. We hope you're all having a good time. Live chat. We hope you guys are doing well. Boys, how's the week going so far?
Going good, man. Happy to be here as always. We're popping pussy tonight.
Good Lord. This is, oh man.
I'm happy to be here and talking COD and just we're having a good time. We're here vibing.
Dear Lord.
Great time. Love to see a fat poon poon on.
Yo, you! Oh my God, YouTube! You didn't hear any of this. Don't demonetize us.
Oh my God. Love to hear, to be back. Well, God, I lost my train of thought. I'm done. Thoughts? Okay.
Oh my God. Hey, yo, Tuzon with the $2 super chat at the start of the stream. Shotzi is honestly so bad. I'm giving that one a like. I just favorited that in chat. No, thank you, Tuzon. That's crazy.
I'm about to time you out.
Oh, man. But yeah, chat and YouTube, if you guys can't tell, we're apparently off one tonight because it's before we even rolled the intro, it was getting kind of crazy. So excuse the boys if they're acting up a little bit tonight, but it's all in good fun.
Just had some chalky milk,
Oh my God.
I had some Wingstops. It's absolutely devouring my insides right now. So,
oh Lord, I had chicken parm and I'm feeling good.
Chicken parm is so gas. What a dish. What a dish.
It is a good dish. It is a good dish. It's actually this is off topic before we get into COD. I ate chicken parm once when I was like 7. Was sick for like 3 days afterwards. Didn't eat chicken parm until like a couple years ago again, and I love it now. But I had a vile experience with chicken parm at a family Christmas party when I was literally like 7 or 8. I'm glad I tried it again though, because it is gas.
I feel that way with Mrs. Stover's mac and cheese. I haven't had that in about 15 years.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to get you to try some at Champs.
I tried Chipotle for the first time today.
Nice.
How was it? I need to
Chipotle, Polish women in your DMs. I mean, you're living life, brother.
Oh God, Austin, tell me the ways.
Yeah,
come on, man.
You guys are, dude. Everyone's vibing tonight. I like it. All right, let's hop into some COD and we can keep vibing as we talk about it. Let me switch my camera on over.
Above average. Yeah. It's not everyone.
Dude, I like Chipotle a lot.
Yeah.
I actually like Chipotle a lot. But all right, let's talk about some matches, man. Let's talk about some matches and then we'll get into a little bit of news and some drama to talk about. But first things first, let's talk about LA Thieves. Let's start it off with LA Thieves. They take down the Carolina Royal Ravens in the first match of the weekend, 3-2. In Thieves fashion, we go game 5 as always. An absolute nasty masterclass, 1.38 plus 24, 88 kills on the series. But then we got reverse swept by them boys in Minnesota. So I'm gonna let you guys go first, man. Give me some thoughts, give me some reactions to as an error on Breaking Point's website. Give me your reactions to LAT this weekend.
Yeah, I mean those boys, they almost sold one of my PickEms, and then they sold my other PickEm. So I'm not too happy with those boys right now. I mean, I don't know what's up with them and going to game 5. They cannot close out a series. Like, you can just immediately give them an L in like game 3 and 4 because it's gonna go 5. Like, you should always expect it. And I think from now on, I'm gonna have LA Thieves always go in game 5 in my PickEms because it seems like that's the way to go.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah,
but I don't know that Minnesota game. Who? I mean, Ghosty didn't play that well. Honestly, it was Joe and Crimp. Nasty had a little bit of a stinker, but shout out to Standy though. That boy has turned.
Standy was frying this weekend.
He heard everyone talking.
He heard Ben J. Nassim on Twitter, bro,
and he absolutely turned up. I mean, he literally carried Minnesota. Honestly, even though he didn't have the greatest map 3, I think, and even map 1, but map 2s, 4, and 5. He turned it up, finished it with a 1.23, had that triple Drake in 6-star. that triple kill Drake. So, I mean, shout out to him. He for sure put on. And then the other game, Thieves versus Carolina. I'm not sure. I think Gwyn kind of had a stinker. I'm not gonna lie.
He went
didn't
plus
actually,
5.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just
I think
the rest of those teams.
he had a good control, and then he kind of just had an average rest of the other maps. So the control kind of bounced him back because he went 30 and 17.
Yeah,
But yeah, it wasn't like what we've grown to expect from Gwyn over the last couple months.
yeah. But I mean, other than that, I mean, Tej with a -8, and then Clay and Fellow -12. Not great from Carolina, but I still think they're a good team. Honestly, they just gotta, I don't know, fix their respawns. Honestly, that's what it is. But overall, I mean, LAT Thieves, we know they're good, but we know occasionally they're gonna lose to the other middle of the pack teams. It's kind of expected from them. But yeah, they got to start clutching up, stop going to game 5, and close that series in 3 or 4. Honestly, because it's not looking good for them in those game 5s.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect to go to game 5 every series and win every single series. I mean, you're bound to lose game 5. So I think their biggest thing is just not going to game 5, right? Obviously, it's inevitable to just avoid game 5s at all costs. I mean, unless you're like FaZe, but even FaZe has the occasional like game 5. So if you're going to go game 5, obviously it's good to have that clutch factor, but every single series you go to can't be game 5, especially if you're going up 2-0 in a series. Got to find a way to close it out in map 3 or 4. So I think that's their biggest issue for me. Honestly, that's like the first bad series I've seen Dan have all year. So, I mean, it's okay. The guy's been like supernatural for this team this year. So if they were bound to lose a series, it's the series that he doesn't play well. But I mean, people are over-exaggerating, really. Standy had a really good series. LAT had an off series. It happens. It's COD. I'm not looking much into it. Although Minnesota does seem to have at least a little bit of life, which is, I guess, good.
It's called Standy.
Yeah.
That's that little bit of life.
Yeah. And Gunless played better this weekend, too. So the new guy's really kind of showing out. I said a couple weeks ago, like, if that this SMG duo might take a while to kind of get used to one another, and I think they might start meshing here a little bit better. But I actually think Linz needs to play better, to be honest. The way that this guy was playing at the beginning of the year and starting to mesh into this team and start taking over, we thought for sure he would be Rookie of the Year, and I haven't seen that in weeks, if not a month or 2.
More than that, yeah.
So I need to get that Linz back. And then I can comfortably say this Minnesota team will make it top 8. Will guarantee their spot at champs. Until then, I'm not sold. Even Standy's not going to fry every series, and accuracy has kind of come down to earth. He was having an absolute blender of a start to the season where a blinder of a start to the season where everybody thought, "Holy crap, we haven't seen this version of Lamar since World War II." Yeah, that quickly died off. We have not seen that in like 2 or 3 months. So Standy's going to have to do a lot until Linz figures it out. I'm not sold on this team yet either, to be honest.
Yeah, I got Lamar's numbers pulled up on screen right now. It's not exactly ideal for the boy, but he's number 48, 48, 51, and 30 in the KD categories. So not the greatest. But I will, first just to say for my thing on LA Thieves, that they got to just start closing it out, man. They should have they went from should have 3-0 to Minnesota to losing in game 5. Broke my heart. I wasn't watching it live, but I saw what happened. I was getting Twitter notifications, and I just, it is what it is, man. The Knicks broke my heart last night, so I don't even want to talk about it right now. But I will say we're actually in an interesting spot, I feel like, right now, where the bottom teams are for the most part getting better, and it's actually getting competitive for top 6. Like, I feel like for a while there was kind of a significant like this team's 5th place or this team's 6th place, but now I mean between LAT, Ravens, Seattle Surge are on the come up, the LA Gorillas are on the come up, the Minnesota Rokkr are better. Like other than Boston, who is like by far the worst team, and like I guess like Miami and Legion's falling. Every other team is kind of like on the come up. So we're actually in a pretty interesting competitive spot right now when it comes to just how the teams are looking. And then obviously also Toronto's kind of struggling. New York is definitely struggling. So you know, it could get interesting, man, especially here for Major 3.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, shout out LAG. Them boys turned up. I ain't gonna lie, Preston, this was all you, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely cooked.
You said you had the script.
Yeah. I mean, Flames came in and absolutely lit them boys up. Shout out to Flames. He follows me on Twitter, you know. Just oh god. But yeah, shout out to him. I mean, he came in and he fried. Honestly, like right now, I think like 5 through 7, you can comfortably. I mean, I feel like I have LAG 5 right now. Honestly.
Damn, that high up a jump. I'm
not gonna lie, they're shooting. I mean, they're winning. They're shooting. I mean, how can you not? I mean, like LAG has definitely fallen. I think I don't know if I'm ready to put them all the way down bottom 3, but the way they're playing right now, they might be down there. Unfortunately, it's just I don't know something about them. I think like how you said, Preston, those like mid-tier teams like LAG, Seattle, Carolina, and Thieves, you can like interchange them all in your rankings. Honestly, with the way that they're playing right now, like it's competitive with them. It's not too competitive with the top 4 unless you're New York and you absolutely buns. But yeah, I mean those guys they're playing great right now. Not much to say about it, honestly. Gotta tip it to them. They're finally getting better. They're finally being competitive. I think they're starting to understand that these online matches actually mean something now. You need them for champs, especially with how close the point differential is between all of them. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the map set changes have really helped a lot of the lower teams, right? Because the maps that we've been playing day in and day out, the talent differential between the top 4 and the bottom 8, no disrespect obviously to the bottom 8, but the talent differential between those 12 teams is night and day. So if you're playing the same maps over and over again day in day out, it's very likely, it's not 100% set in stone, but it's very likely that the teams that have the more talented roster are going to be better at the game in general. There's obviously going to be maps that teams don't like. Look at FaZe. They are absolutely dominant in respawn and can't win a sub base to save their life. Like it won't make sense. It won't make sense in some points. But this new map set comes in and it's almost like all 12 teams are on even grounds. Now, obviously, there's still that talent differential, but until teams start to actually break the map down, learn the right proper way to play the map and how to be perfectly set up every single time, it's going to be a little bit more competitive for the time being, which is why map changes and meta changes are always good. Always good, because it doesn't get stale. So I think this is a great time for teams that are in that top 8, even like 9 and 10, like you said, Jake, to really fight and get some points here to help with their champs qualification chances. Because if they don't, come Major 4, when teams are really starting to kind of lock it in for champs, map set is set in stone because we're probably not getting another change this year. That's when it gets harder for them. That's when we see more 7-0s in the splits. That's when we see more 6-1s, the top 4 starting to take away and be a 150-point difference in the standings. That's when it gets harder for them to lock in their spot. So I think they need to start taking advantage now. And like you said, we're starting to see it. We're starting to see some more competitive series. We're starting to see some of them shoot back. We're starting to see some of them gel. And it's good for the league. It's good for the standings. And I hope it continues. I really do.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though, Boston, I think they're chalk for the rest of the year.
Oh, they're ass, brother.
They're so done. They're done. I mean, they almost beat LAG. Given they took LAG to Game 5, they won both HPs, but they lost they got NYSL basically. But that round 5 was a lot closer. If they would have clutched up some of their kill live advantage or their life advantages, they probably would have won that. But LAG, DC, and Flames just a little too icy.
Yeah, dude. Boston, I think, is kind of dude. It's sad. It's sad. It's a tough spot for Boston because it's like genuinely, if they fix their search and destroy, this team could be top 8. They have a positive record in Hardpoint and they have a 500 record in Control. Like in Respawn, they're actually like a decent team in the league, but they only have 6 SND wins. And it sounds like, oh, just fix your search. But we're more than halfway through the season. We've had so many different iterations of this team at this point, and they're still ass at search and destroy. So I think at this point, if it hasn't been fixed now, it's not going to get fixed anytime soon. So Boston for me is probably chalked. I mean, they've been stuck at 50 points on the standings since there were teams like under them on the standings, and now everyone's past them and everyone's at least 30 or more over. So feels bad for Boston, bro.
Yeah. Also, honestly, feel bad for Las Vegas. Like,
I don't feel bad for them. They did it to themselves.
Like, when you look at their player cams, like, just when they're playing, bro, like, I tweeted this out. I was like, Gio looks so stressed. And then bad luck just happens to, and then that 1v1 against 04, he gets blown up by the goddamn propane tank.
Rookie of the year propane tank.
Jesus Christ, man. That shit has to go. All three of them have to go. I'm done with them. I'm tired of seeing those kills. But yeah, I mean, just feels bad for them. I mean, like, if you just look at their player camps, they just look so out of it. Like, they're just done. They just want to get this split over with. I mean, maybe PURJ was the key, and it's just because ASIM right now, he's not looking like it, unfortunately. I like ASIM. He's a solid dude, but I don't know if that was the right move for them.
I think we're starting to see a common repeating trend this year in the CDL, and that's talent stacking doesn't always work. You can have a team that has absolutely 4 superstars on paper and them not work. Now, I'm not saying that Vegas is made up of 4 superstars, but at the end of the day, there's still rules in Call of Duty, and you got to play. Different people have to play certain rules. And right now, it looks like PURJ played a very pivotal role for this team that is not being replaced by ASIM. I love ASIM. I'm an ASIM defender, and I still think that he'll be fine. But right now, it's not working, and they are not meshing. They are a new team, and I always give the benefit of the doubt to new teams, but to not win a map in your first 2 series is not a good look when you've been a competitive team for the past 2 months, almost 3 months. If you were going close game 5s and you needed to work on your S&Ds, that's one thing, but getting 3-0, 3-0, that's not acceptable. Not when you are on the cusp of champs qualification for the first time ever as an organization.
Yeah.
It's not acceptable. They got to figure it out now, like right now.
What pissed me off was that Vista hardpoint against Seattle. You get outslayed by what, 1 or 2 kills, but you lose by like 100 and whatever,
140 almost,
or something like that, 130. Like, that's completely unacceptable. Like, there's no way. Like, what are we doing on the map? Are we just holding angles and just hoping that they walk in front of us? Like, there's just that map one pissed me off because I was like, what the fuck is Vegas doing? Like, they are on some BS right now, and they need to, I don't know. Like I said, just looking at their face cams after like a map is done, they just look so like drained. Like, they're just in the we don't care anymore, honestly, mentality, it looks like. But I hope they turn it around because they're gonna need to if they want to make champs.
Yeah, dude. If you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, was Vegas making champs, I would have said 100%. Now they're tied for 7th/8th place with Seattle at 100 CDL points. Ravens are 5 behind. LAT are 10 behind. So that's 1 match away from literally. It's just like, I see what they were going for with this ASIM move. I mean, we obviously talked about it on the pod. Plenty of people have talked about it. It like sort of made sense on paper. Kind of seemed like a bit of a pack a punch, I guess some people wanted to call it. But good lord, is it going south quick?
Honestly, they play FaZe and Subliners, which are 2 matches which honestly they're probably going to lose. They're for sure going to lose to FaZe. Subliners, wishy-washy. But if they lose and Carolina, if they lose, they're not getting any points. And if Thieves win any one of their next 3 matches, they get bumped up. So it's like they need to win to stay where they're at right now. Because right now they're just, it's rough for them.
Here's the one thing that I will say. It's Major 3. It's about halfway through Major 3, and we're getting close to the actual event. So we're getting close towards the end of the season. But if there's one positive thing for any of these bottom teams, it's that the gap from 12th to 6th is like 60 points. It's like 60 or 70 points. Which
It's
right
60.
now, I mean, that seems like a mountain to climb. But if you look at it, the mindset with one match at a time, 10 points here and there, and start chipping away at this lead, before you know, you might find yourself in 10th, you might find yourself in 8th. It's not impossible to make it there. Even for Boston, it's not impossible to make it there. Now, do I think that they're done? Absolutely. I do, personally. But you just need, like, look at LAG, man. They have, like, what, 4 wins online or something this year, and they have 110 points. You need a top 6. A couple luck goes your way in some of these matches, and who knows, you might find yourself in a spot. So it's not time for anyone to necessarily give up just yet. It's not, but teams got to start figuring it out now. And the teams that do have a spot right now that have looked like they're starting to slip away, Minnesota, Vegas, these teams that look like, okay, these guys are going to make it. These teams that are below you are hungry and they are coming from your spot. Seattle looks good. Carolina looks good. LAT looks good. LAG looks good. You guys got to lock it in. These teams got to lock it in. Their spot, no spot is sold right now. Seriously. Also, shout out LAG. Is 110 points the most points they've had in the CDL in terms of qualifying? No, that's not it. I mean, it is kind of a jab, but I'm serious. It's like 110 points the most. I feel like it might be.
Probably, honestly. But, I mean, honestly, I don't even think that NYSL fourth spot isn't safe. I think after that, like, 3 and up, OpTic and up, I think they're set. That's probably where it's going to end off, unless, like, OpTic win a major and they get above Ultra. But I think those spots are set. I mean, I think Rokkr is 70 points behind NYSL.
70.
And LAG is 80. So that's 8 online matches. Maybe like a top 6 placement here, like, major 4, major 3 for Rokkr, for LAG, and they could easily overtake them. So I think unless it's the top 3, those points are not safe, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, they're in for champs, but
New York will make champs for sure. But if they continue to struggle, man, and pretty much any team, but especially the likes of like Rokkr, Gorillas, who are already over 100 points, if they continue to find success, there's a chance New York doesn't make top 4. But I still think they're going to. I still think New York will be fine.
Probably, yeah.
Let's see. What other matches were there really to touch on here?
Miami's horrible.
Yeah, I was going to say, OpTic Miami. Is there anything you guys want to say other than they're horrible?
I mean, those guys are absolute dog shit.
High-rise S&D was brutal.
They were EQing their ass off, my guy. I was watching that game, and I was clipping shit for Breaking Point, and I was losing full because I was like, am I tweaking, or like these reads that they're making, like, it's straight up EQ cheese. And I remember I went into Kenny's stream after he was playing League, and I was like, dude, Miami was EQing their ass off. And he was like, bro, you don't have to tell me. So, Miami, I mean, that S&D, I don't know. That was weird to me. The control, they choked that. On the flank, Pat was like, oh, we could have realistically been talking about, Miami winning 3-1. They were never going to win this match.
Yeah, no, he's just sticking it a bit.
Yeah. I mean, they got it. OpTic played Vista for the first time, which was exciting, and I mean, they freaking slammed. That was not close.
That was bad.
That could have been a 100-point club, to be honest. It probably should have been a 100-point club. And that was an absolute Kenny masterclass. And AG, I think, had like a silent 36, the quietest 36 in the year. Okay, yeah. The quietest 33 ever. I swear, everybody was talking about Kenny because he was absolutely pissing, and here goes AG just slamming as well.
Oh, Ken said that at the end of that Vista, their ping went up to like 114 or something like that, and because they wanted him to break the kill record because he was at 38. I think he just needed like 5 more or something like that. But their ping went up to like 114, and they were like, "Fuck this, let's just end this game."
Don't be trusting COD servers.
Yeah, I mean, but that high-rise S&D was truly... The high-rise control is actually low-key a banger. It's kind of a banger, to be honest.
Point
And
one
I really
seconds.
like that. I really like the amount of times that OpTic is playing double or double high rise in a series. I think it's only going to benefit them in the long run when they play in these best of sevens, best of nines, if they get the champs finals. Um, you gotta be good at practically every map to want an actual chance to win a tournament. So I think that'll be good. But I mean, like Alex said, it's Miami, man. They weren't winning this series. They all could have had absolutely blinder series, and they weren't winning the series. I mean, it's like I said, talent differential at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, OpTic slammed them, at least in like the kills department. I mean, obviously, I mean, in every department for the most part, other than that search and destroy. And even that was around 11. So, I was going to say the same thing. It's good to see OpTic playing high rise. They got to keep getting those reps in because against any top 4 team, but especially against FaZe, was likely your opponent in winners finals or grand finals. And they love high rise. You can only ban it for so long before you're going to be forced to play it. So, get the reps in, man, and bring your A game when you play FaZe on it the next time.
Yep.
But yeah, we can end it off talking about FaZe New York for the matches this past week. I don't know how much there is to say about this one.
I mean, they got absolutely slammed that first map.
Dude,
I don't know.
I mean, it was 5 off 100-point club.
Again, I'll start my agenda. Got some heat over my agenda, but y'all better crucify them boys the same way y'all talk about that. I'm not gonna hear it anymore. Y'all gonna have to crucify them because the way they played, it's not cutting it out. It's not cutting it.
Why are we still playing FaZe on Rio? I'm genuinely asking.
Dude,
why is that not an auto ban against FaZe every single time? OpTic played them match 1 and they lost by 9 points, and I never want to see that again. They were so close to beating them, and I never want to see them play it again. Seriously, I stopped playing them on that map. I don't know if New York's hardpoint map set was just absolutely crushed because Invasion was taken out, and they just love kill whoring.
It has to be because they don't even really play they don't play 6-star.
Why?
Or Vista, really, it seems like, right?
Why? They don't play. I've seen them play Vista maybe once.
They played Vista once and they lost, and they haven't played 6-star.
Okay. So they kind of have no choice but to play Rio, and that's when you get screwed. You're not beating them on that team. That map, you're not beating them. Kismet has been.
To be fair, they were 5-1 going into that, so maybe they thought they had a chance. But
their one loss is against FaZe.
Yeah, so both their losses are against FaZe.
Exactly. So what?
Who is 6-0 now on Rio? So
worked so well against them the first time. Let's try it again. No, but I mean, you're gonna have to play them in Karachi if you're not gonna play 6-star or Vista because they're banning subbase. They're never gonna play subbase again. I will actually be stunned if they play subbase ever again. So you're gonna have to play them on Karachi, but dude, try a Vista or try a 6-star. OpTic beat them on 6-star. They are vulnerable on 6-star. We have not seen them with one blemish on Rio. At least give yourself a chance. They went into that series, and I'm like, okay, they're down 1-0. And then they went down 5-3 in search. I'm like, okay, they're down 2-0. They actually brought it back to around 11. I'm like, well, they actually might have a chance to do this.
Yeah, honestly, after map 1, it was pretty close. I mean, I think that was the first time FaZe got 3-0'd in control.
Yeah, it was.
Then they were up on the Karachi, and then they got slammed.
That, I will say, they at least made it kind of entertaining. And I will say another thing. They showed that FaZe has a vulnerability. That high-rise control was slammage. The three maps to FaZe, or I guess 2 maps. The 2 hardpoint maps to FaZe 1 was slammage in FaZe's side. But that control was a slammage in favor of New York. So that to me shows a little bit of a weakness on high-rise control. Which again just proves my point. It's good that OpTic are getting their reps in, because if there's a way that you're going to beat these guys, it's taking advantage of their weakness. So, but I mean that series is just a typical series for me. FaZe is the best team, and New York has been struggling. I expect it to be a 3-0, so they won a map, good for them. But at the end of the day, FaZe is FaZe. I mean, there's really not much. I don't know how many more times I could say that. FaZe is FaZe, and Draza looks.
Dude, Draza is incredible.
Insane right now.
Yeah, he looks fine.
Yeah, he does.
Nah, Draws is he's actually incredible. I mean, considering this was I use this word very lightly, a bad series for Simp, 63 and 63. He did have the second most damage on his team. It just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like Hydra still dropping a 0.8. It's not, you never see Hydra drop 0.8s. Like that guy's going to get his kills. And to be fair, he had over 1,000 more damage than all of his teammates. So like he was shooting at least, but dude, it's just like, how do you beat FaZe when at any given moment one of these guys is easily gonna put up plus 20, plus 30 on a series, and you never know who it's gonna be. I just don't know how you beat them.
Yeah, FaZe is FaZe right now. They're damn good. They are damn good. So let's hope that the other teams can catch up, including OpTic and Ultra. But right now, yeah, they're still in that league of their own, and they're going to be up there sitting pretty for a while until someone can prove that they can knock them off.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to take a minute for that. But speaking of the New York subliners, I think this is a good transition. Let's talk about the Lil Man himself. All right, let's talk about Sib versus 04. Let me zoom in a little bit. Chad, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, there was some drama on TL as always. Sib said that there were pros online using sound EQ, and then Zuma asked who it was. There were a couple back and forths, and 04 said, "Come on, Lil Man, don't spread this rumor." And then Sib responded, "Everyone in the league says you're running it. It's already been spreaded. You stare glitch and you run single tap. You think you're credible." And then 04 says, oh no, wonder why we beat you guys." And then Sib kind of clapped back, and 04 said, "Stop costing your team, Lil Man." And let's just say Surge won this weekend and New York didn't. Now, New York played much harder competition. But what is your guys' takes on the drama, and how do you feel about Sib kind of like running his mouth on the TL, considering the state of his team?
I ain't gonna lie, Sib got to shut up and nut up. That boy he gonna have to. They don't play Seattle until my guess is probably the major.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to. The next time they're scheduled to play is May 31st in Major 4 qualifiers.
Yeah, so Sim's going to have to nut up or shut up, because if they play them at the major, he going to have to back that up. I mean, so is 04, but like, he got sunned by 04. Like, low key, like, how you just going to get sunned by a rookie like that? But yeah, I mean, Sim is just, he needs to put Twitter down and focus on his team right now, because they suck. Genuinely, like, they suck. I don't know what is up with them, but they got to figure it out.
I got two things. Thing number one is I love for players to have confidence. I think confidence is something that you can't teach in a player. So for people to have confidence in their own gameplay, I think that's a good thing. Not only for the players individually, but for the league, for entertainment purposes. At that same time, Sib has one win, and 04 just got in the league. So neither one of them need to be talking like they're the shit when they haven't done shit.
Yeah.
That's my thought on that. Is it absolutely hilarious? Sure. But you got to walk the walk before you talk the talk, brother, because you both look like morons. Number two.
Flip it.
What was I going to say? Number two. I had a second thought in there, and I don't remember what it was going to be. Oh. I wonder how bad New York is regretting their decision, man. Because Priesta is so anti-controversial, and Sib just seems to be throwing daggers no matter who, where, when. He just doesn't care. He goes on Twitter all the time and just starts drama. And I don't know. I feel like it was just... That camp has to be telling him to chill out. And if not, I'll be stunned, because...
I would be shocked if Sender and D-Real aren't like, brother, you got to reel it in.
Because they got to be focusing on winning right now. And it's hard to focus on winning when your teammate is out there making an absolute fool of himself. Instead of focusing on his own gameplay, he's worried about other people. That's my take on it. I think he needs to just worry about himself. I think he needs to get better with his team. And I think Alex is right. He needs to get off Twitter for a bit, because it's not looking good for him right now. It's not. I mean, it's entertaining, so
Yes, Twitter fingers right now. And if they lose to Miami and Vegas, little man is gonna get cooked.
Oh God. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm all for the drama, brother. I mean, keep feeding my guy Tactical Rad, brother. He needs to buy another Lambo or something. So keep it coming. But I mean, exactly what you guys both said. Neither of these guys really have any credibility to be talking like this. Obviously, Sib's been in the league for a couple years. He's been a solid player, right? Like, he's obviously no slouch. He's definitely just in some sort of slump right now. He's been saying, and D-Real's backed him up, that he's had controller issues. He's ordered time and time again new controllers from Battle Beaver, and every single time it comes broken. That's the most insane luck of all time, if that's true. For me, at this point, I don't know why you don't just go order a scuff, go to GameStop and buy something, like go to Best Buy, like stop ordering Battle Beavers if it's broken every time you order it. Like, don't be letting a controller hold you back. But yeah, I mean, if you look at, I have the stats for Major 3 right now on screen. He's got the by far lowest Slayer rating on his team. He's got the lowest KD. It's only 0.01 behind Kismet, but for your AR player, for an AR player, you definitely don't want to see it below a 0.9, especially for a guy of Sib's caliber on a team with the caliber of New York. So it's
especially
just
because they brought him into quote unquote be a Slayer.
yeah. I mean, that's the only reason you would really bring Sib in from what we've seen of his career so far. Obviously, I'm sure he's capable of many things, but. Yeah,
They brought
man.
him in to quote unquote pack a punch. The only thing they've pack a punch this year is their flight home.
Oh no. I also wait, let me pull this tweet up too. The Atlanta FaZe tweet. Oh wait, it's dude, it's so good. This tweet is so good. Some teams ball out, other teams fall out. Is the picture of Sib crying with the broken controller. And it's got a bunch of like excuses, and then 04 responded, LMAO, bro.
To Best Buy and get himself a PlayStation at Edge. That's what I use right now. And this is godlike. That's all I'm gonna say.
You ain't lying.
He's got
telling
it.
you.
He's got it on lock.
I'm telling you.
Best shit.
Yeah, the Priesta was here up top is hilarious, by the way. But yeah, man. I mean, listen. I think I said it last week. I think New York is going to be fine. I think they're going to bounce back. But they gotta be missing Priesta a little bit, man. The guy was consistent. He made the right plays. He wasn't a problem ever. You know, it's interesting. I'm all for the beef, though. I'm all for the beef. Keep it coming. Keep the beef coming. All right, let's talk about 6-star. Let's talk about 6-star and the update from today. So Season 3 Reloaded came out today. 6-star rotations were changed and a couple other things that we'll get into after we talk about the map first. But on screen, it's the new hills for 6-star. No more pool hill. Chat, let me know, is this a W or an L for this? Let me know if you got... I already see two people say they ruined it. So
Yeah, they ruined this map.
let me hear it, bro.
Oh my god. All you needed to change was P5. That's all you needed to change. Drain the pool, nuke the pool, whatever you want to do.
Drop beans in the pool, like he said.
Do something, brother. Drop beans and Donnie and Capsule in the pool and drain that motherfucker. You did not need to change the hills, bro. P2 was fine where it was at. It was the God Hill if you could hold it, but it was also breakable. Same with P3. If you could hold it, it's a God Hill, but it's breakable. What are you doing? Like, why are we changing the hills? They were great. And you go ahead and change. Oh my god, it just doesn't make any sense. Given, I don't know how it plays now. I'm not going to say it's more. Actually, no, P5 is ass because you put it in a place that has a bulletproof door where both doors are bulletproof.
Dude, the glass bulletproof door makes no sense.
That's changed, by the way. You can shoot through it now.
No,
Can
thank
you?
God.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, thank God.
And I will say, I played it today.
They
and
took
this is
one
gonna be
W.
This is going to be a hot take. I actually don't think it's that bad.
Oh, you're getting roasted.
I
to me.
hate you, Preston.
Roast him,
No,
chat. Roast him.
I will say, spawns are pretty bad. So that's.
I feel like the spawns are already kind of weird on this map.
That's the one thing that I don't agree with. But the hills are really not that bad. I actually think they're actually okay. The only one that I don't really like is P2. P2 is kind of just like in the middle, in the open, right from like the back stairs to get the garden. That one doesn't make sense to me. But I actually really like the P5. I played P5 today, and I didn't know how it was going to be with the bulletproof glass. But
You got fried through the glass, and you were like, wait a second.
yeah, it's not bulletproof anymore. It's no longer see-through, so you can't see through it, but you can shoot through it. So they changed it, and I'll be interesting to see how P2 plays out, because I know where you spawn on P3. You still spawn behind, like the team that has possession still spawns like right behind it, because it's not directly in the back. But P2 is like directly in the back. So I think all you need to do to anchor spawns is just send somebody like on a back heckless or something, like it's P3 Tuscan. Just send somebody behind that back planters, and your team will just constantly spawn there. So I don't know.
Again, I said I don't know how it's gonna play. I haven't played it. I've been at work all day, and I don't know. Just based from what I've been seeing, in my opinion, I don't think P2 and P3 need to change. Those hills were fine to me. P4, no, I don't think it needs. No, yeah, no. Unfortunately, no. Just all they need to do is move P5, and that was literally it. I don't understand why they need to do so much changing.
I really
but again,
like the
could
new
be
pool
wrong.
hill. I really do. It's like on it's on the deck now, so it's entirely out of the water. And if you're in the water, you can't contest. However, you can still make creative plays in the water. If you're by yourself, you can obviously dive in the water. They still can't shoot you through the water, if you get low enough. But you're not contesting the pool anymore, so it won't just be a contest fest. I actually don't think it's that bad. I really don't. I think people are getting a little upset because it's new and it played really well, and well, why would you, if it's not broke, don't fix it? And I understand that. I really do. It was broken in one reason and people wanted a one reason fix. But I think we need to see how it plays out before we make any before we determine whether or not it's ruined, because I really don't think it's quote unquote ruined. I don't.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays. I'm definitely interested to see how it plays. I will say the one thing that upsets me is LAT Thieves was so good at this map, bro. And I swear to God, if these rotations ruined my boys on 6-star, I'm gonna be so angry.
Jake, I have to be honest. It does not play much different. It really doesn't. It really does not play much different at all. If a team is good at 6-star yesterday, they're probably going to be good at 6-star today and the rest of the season. It really does not play that different. The biggest difference is P4 is now where P5 was, and P5 is now where P4 was. Close enough. Not exactly, but close enough. They just flipped those two. That's really it. And P2 is different. The new P3, to me, is better than the old P3. I didn't like that old P3. I thought that old P3 was, like, unbreakable. That felt like one of the biggest money hills in the game to me. You can have somebody hide behind that bar and just look up the side steps by pool, and it was just so hard. Now, you can contest on the little hop-up, but, I mean, if you're the only one left contesting that hop-up, you're dead. You're traded instantly. So I actually thought that was, like, more of a money hill. I didn't really like that hill. This new P3 I like, because you can hold lanes while it's still being up in the open. I don't know. I actually think it's a W, but I know that's a hot take. So
Yeah, you're gonna get roasted for that one.
I am. Here I am.
No, and then to look at some of the other changes that impact the CDL here from Parasite. Shout out Haggy. Let's see. Spawns in Hardpoint prioritize spawning near teammates' old spawn locations now, which is interesting. So you're more likely in Hardpoint to spawn where your teammates just spawned, I guess, or like where they've spawned recently. Some perk changes. Hipfire nerf to the AR is interesting. Renetti movement speed buff is also interesting. The Renetti's already crazy. Now you move faster with it. And then also the trophy system now is only 2 ticks compared to 3.
That's even more faded.
So a lot of changes, man. A lot of changes. I know Challengers Elite was playing today. We're not that far out from the Toronto Major. So do we know if the pros are going to be playing on this patch?
No.
It's going to be after the Major, probably.
Yeah,
Probably,
I think they always play on the patch prior for the following major.
So that makes sense. So the pros will keep doing their thing, but we'll get these changes when Major 4 qualifiers rolls around. But frag nerf as well, apparently. So dude, it's I will say the spawn change I think is good.
One more thing,
if it works well,
completely random, and I don't know if it was even in the patch notes. They changed the sound of the MCW.
Really?
It does not sound the same anymore.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like the MW2 ACR.
Oh, well, I love that.
Fuck with that.
No, I'm not even kidding. They changed the sound of the MCW. It does
Load
not
up.
sound like it has the
Load up
past.
Call of Duty right now, Preston. We have to. Or Jake. Let's see this.
No, I swear they changed it.
Shaq, can anyone confirm?
I thought I was tripping today. I thought my audio was screwed up, and no, they changed it for sure. It sounds like a much heavier hitting AR. Before it was like that high pitched like shooting. No, it's not that anymore. It's like the old ACR.
Well, hey, if that's true, man, Upcast seconds that opinion. Or is he second to needing to hear it? But I don't know if that's true, man. That's a dud for me. I mean, Austin said he can confirm, so I like that. I like that a lot.
Yep.
They might as well just add all the old sounds in, bro. Who cares? But I think it's time to do pick'ems, man. It's we're already almost an hour into this. We haven't done pick'ems yet. I do want to point out that after last week, Preston is only 2 picks behind Alex now on the score.
Oh,
So Preston's at 87, correct? Alex is at 89, and I'm at 95. So you closed the gap last week big time with your LAG picks.
Shout out LAG, man.
I'm gonna let Preston go. I'm gonna pick everything he picked.
And also somehow the Pick'ems website still hasn't updated Sunday's matches. It still has no points for any of these matches. So shout out to Codley, shout out to Pick'ems website. You guys are doing a great job. I love how hard it is for you to input some scores. Probably takes 6 seconds. But yeah, dude, let's do these Pick'ems, man. Let's do these Pick'ems. We actually got 3 matches per day this week, so that's a dub, I guess. But New York Subliners versus Miami Heretics kicks off the weekend. What do you guys got?
I'll go. Dude.
He's gonna do it, brother. He's gonna do it. I see it in his eyes.
No, I'm not. I'll go New York in a game 5. I do think this is going 5. I mean, Miami doesn't impress me, but neither has New York. So I'll go New York game 5. I would love to see New York play Vista, play a 6-star here. Have the confidence that you're gonna win this series no matter what, and start getting the reps on the maps that you haven't played yet, because you're gonna need them when you play the better teams. If you don't have the confidence that you're gonna beat this dog shit Miami team, you're not gonna beat any of the top 4 teams. So go in there and play a 6-star, play a Vista.
6-star.
It doesn't matter to me. Get a rep, please.
He's from New York. He played 6-star. Yeah, I have New York 3-1. I think they're gonna come out a little hot, but I don't know. They suck right now. But so does Miami. Miami sucks more, and New York sucks. So I'll go with the team that sucks less.
Oh, dude, Alex loves this sucking. Yeah, I'm gonna match you. I'm going 3-1 New York. I think New York's gonna fry this weekend. I think New York is gonna have a bounce back weekend. They got some easier matchups. A struggling Miami team, a struggling Legion team, which we'll get to in a little bit. But you know, dude, if they come out and play how they have been playing, I'm just betting on the gut feeling that they're gonna come out with a regain this weekend. And also the fact that they are probably still significantly better than Miami. But either way, let's move on to our double point scuff matchup, man. We got the green battle, the battle of the green bean versus the green wall. You know what I'm saying? It's Boston versus OpTic, Texas. I'm going 3-0.
I'm going 3-0.
Yeah.
OpTic.
I mean, I don't
I'm
really
going 3-0 Boston.
I don't even know if that needs an explanation, to be honest.
3-0 Boston for sure. Boston's probably going to get chokeslammed. I'm sorry. I'm betting the under on everybody on Boston except for Beans.
It could be a good like HP considering Boston has gotten a lot better in their HP, but I don't have confidence in their control or S&D.
Yeah, I mean, OpTic should win the S&D. OpTic should win the control. The only thing that might be close is if OpTic like plays an HP map that Boston's really good at, but I don't even know the difference.
Hard point.
Yeah.
Shipment hard point, dude. What the hell? Give me some meat, Hardpoint. All right, the last matchup of the day, we got another absolute banger. It's Atlanta FaZe versus the Vegas Legion. Dude, did you guys see the CDL tweeted out, like, can the Vegas Legion stop FaZe's streak? And then all the comments were just like, brother, what are you smoking?
Yeah, no.
I'm going FaZe 3-0.
I'm putting my double points on this.
I'm actually just going to do the same thing. I'm putting my double points on this one, too.
This is going to be an attach masterclass. This is going to be Asim's first series with the Vegas Legion.
Map
that
win.
He played well. This is going to be Nero's going to show you why he's as good as he is, and Gio is going to have a bounce back series after absolutely getting slammed. FaZe 3-0.
They're going to play well. They're going to play better, but they're going to get slammed.
They're going to play so good. It's going to be close. FaZe 3-0.
Shout out Nero, though, by the way. I just want to shout that guy out because he's been cooking. He's been cooking this stage. And
cooking all the way to 0 map wins.
But their next matchup might be their first map win, and that is the Vegas Legion versus the New York Subliners. These teams, they played one time earlier this year, but these teams really don't play each other very often, man. What the hell's going on here? But yeah, what are we thinking, man? Is there a chance that Nero and Attach just cook against the struggling New York team and win this? This could be an upset for Preston to pick right here. This could be an upset.
This could be an upset for Preston to pick. This could be.
I'm going 3-2 New York, though. I'm going 3-1 New York, though. Vegas hasn't won a map.
I'll go 3-1 New York as well. I'm like Preston. Oh, I got Vegas. Yeah, Vegas did too.
Okay. He's gonna have Vegas 3-0, dude. I've seen his eyes. I've seen his spectacles.
I think I'm gonna go another game 5 for the Subliners here.
Very nice.
I think they win 2 game 5s this week and maybe help them with some of their confidence back.
I like it. All right, no upsets yet. We're gonna get there. Next up, we got the Carolina Royal Ravens versus Atlanta. Dude, and literally every single one of these matchups, for the most part, they have less than like 3% of fan votes, every team. Vegas with 16.5 versus Subliners, the most we've seen so far. Dude, no faith in Crumble Cookie?
3-0?
Big 3-0.
Okay. I'm going to take FaZe 3-1. I actually think Carolina's probably going to win a map because FaZe is going to test some map. We might see a map 1 sub base, to be honest. I know FaZe, I just said FaZe might not play it again, but I think FaZe is going to have the confidence that they're going to win this series regardless. And they might just want to get another rep on sub base. We might see a sub base. We might see a high rise. I don't know. I have confidence enough in the way that Carolina has been playing recently to give them a map, but FaZe is FaZe, as we keep saying.
I was actually thinking the same thing, like that they might test sub base versus Ravens, although Ravens are pretty good at sub base, but it makes it a good rep, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Or a better rep than, I guess, not, playing them if they're ass at it.
Teams always say that if they're going to do
I'm going 3-1
on maps that they don't like, it's going to be against a team that's good on that map because they want to actually make it feel like it's a rep.
But they could definitely beat them. It's Ravens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
honestly, they may play against both Vegas and Carolina.
They might.
I
don't know if Legion really plays that, though.
They're 1-on-1 on sub base, so
not really.
Yeah, but
you never know. Maybe they both. I don't think Legion's looking for reps right now, though. I think Legion's trying to win. But then again, FaZe is bad at it, so maybe they are like, let's run it, even though we're only 1-1.
Yeah.
And then to round it out, your OpTic boys, 2 matches this weekend. You gotta love it, and they're playing Flames and Co. Is that Flames in them? That's what I'm saying, brother.
Yeah.
This is the Monster double points. Monster double. Shout out Monster. No, not shout out Monster. Shout out Juvie.
Yeah. Shout out to Flames and them. But I'm gonna take OpTic 3-1. I think we're better at hardpoint and control. We could lose the S&D. I can see that. So I'm going 3-1 because of that.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. Seems like LAG like Rio S&D, so I think we might see one of those. And it's like a 50-50 map for OpTic, I think. So that could go the way of LAG. But I actually really like
LAG
the way this.
Also like playing high rise control, so I think we'll see that. Now.
LAG like high rise, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
I picked
assuming
both
we'll
of
see a
them.
high rise. So, well, if not both again. But LAG has impressed me, man. This new LAG, it's much faster pace. God, thank God. I'm so tired of watching Absol on the map. But
Episode.
they look much better. So, unfortunately, OpTic is the second best team in the league right now. So I don't know if I have enough faith in them to beat them quite yet. But I'll give them a map.
I'm gonna go 3-2 OpTic. I think
Fair.
not a lot of VOD on this LAG team just yet. They, like you said, they're pretty good at high rise. OpTic's gonna, I think, keep wanting to get reps on high rise. So I think LAG can kind of come out and give them a little shock. I really think OpTic's gonna win this. I kind of want to go 3-1, but I'm just gonna be a little different and go 3-2. This is gonna be one of those series where it's like it goes game 5, but you don't really feel like OpTic's like losing that bad. Like they don't really feel like it's, you know, like they're really in trouble of losing. But I'm gonna go 3-2. Why not? It's a double point, so maybe I shouldn't do that, but whatever, dude. Who cares? Then we go over to Sunday with an absolute banger. It's a Seattle Surge versus the Miami Heretics. Seattle Surge have beaten Miami all of the last 5 times they played them, just for the record.
Wow.
Dude, that's actually crazy. Seattle has, the last 5 times they've played Miami dates all the way back to May of 2022. They've only played each other 5 times since 2 years ago. That's kind of crazy. How is that possible?
We've played FaZe 6 times in
3 months. Dude, that's nuts. But I'm going to go Seattle Surge 3-1.
I don't know about this one, honestly. I can see Miami coming out and, you know, surprising everyone, but Seattle have been playing really good right now.
Really good.
So I don't want to take that away from them. I'll go Seattle 3-1.
I'm actually going to go Surge 3-0.
Ooh. I like that.
I really do think that if there's a map that Miami wins in this series, it's the control, because Surge is like
Bad at it.
great at control. So wouldn't surprise me, but they are the better hardpoint team, and they are much better S&D team. So I think Surge go up 2-0 here, and whether or not they send it 3-0 or if it goes to a map 4, I think the Surge team is getting much better, man. The more reps they get, the better they'll be. And I think 04 was, first of all, I think 04 was such a good pickup for this team. I really do. He does it with both guns, man. And I think that's very important for this team. He's been killing it with both the rival and the AR, and I think it was just such a good pickup. What a player this man actually might turn out to be. Seriously.
Yeah, man, 04, dude, he gives me like sort of like Envoy Priesta type of like, I'm just going to make the right play for your team. I might not be someone who's dropping a 1.2, but I'm making the team better. So I'm excited to watch this guy play more, man. And he's got some confidence. He's got that ability to kind of talk back. I like it.
Yeah, I think that whole Seattle team has confidence right now. Like,
oh yeah,
you can definitely hear it in their comms,
dude. Even Brezzy looks night and day to how he looked last stage.
They're all playing the rules they want to play, man. It's amazing what happens when everybody is comfortable on a team.
Yeah, I kind of think Rambo Ray needs to be on the chopping block for that one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
They came into the season with 3 ARs, throwing people in positions that they didn't want to play, and it's like halfway through the season, they're like, "Oh, would you look at that? Players are actually playing better when the rules that they wanted to play this entire time." It's almost like that makes entire sense. Welcome to Call of Duty 101. I'm your host.
Spectacles.
All right, Battle of the Purple, Battle of the North, Minnesota Rokkr, Toronto Ultra. One team's
3-0.
oh my god, 3-0.
Who?
Toronto 3-0.
Standy versus Scrap.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Standy versus Scrap. Hold on.
Let me think.
Toronto 3-0.
Toronto 3-0.
I'm gonna give Minnesota a map just to give them some respect, but I still think Toronto wins this.
I am going to give Minnesota 3 maps.
Oh, he's doing it. This is the one. Alex, match him. I need this extra point.
I'm going to give him the map 5 victory. Envoy played much better in his last series. Am I convinced that it's going to continue that way?
He's back.
We'll have to see. If
He's
he is
back.
back, Ultra is going to be back. But Insight still, man, he's struggling. Still, even with Envoy playing better last series, he is still struggling. And Sandy just had an absolutely insane series. I think he's going into this series not only feeling good, but wanting to beat the shit out of Scrappy, especially with the beef that those two have from last year drama. So I don't know. Ultra's S&D hasn't exactly impressed me since Major 1. So I think if Minnesota can push this to a map 5, they 100% have a chance to win this series. So I'm going to take it. For some reason, I just feel good about this upset.
Yeah, that Search and Destroy versus Carolina. Carolina came back on them. Like, it was what, 4-1?
Mm-hmm.
And then Carolina just ripped off. Well, they didn't rip off. I think they won like 4, tied it up, and they went 5-5, and then they won game 1. Around 11. So, but I can see that. But I saw Toronto.
Yeah. All right. Last match of the day, man. We got LA Thieves versus Boston Breach. Another Monster Energy. Absolute banger. As much as I believe the boys can 3-0 them, I'm going 3-2 because they've gone 3-2 like 4 matches in a row at this point. We beat Boston 3-2 earlier this year, right? Oh no, we beat them 3-0 earlier this year. Wait a second. Are we back versus Boston? But no, I'm going 3-2 because that's literally the statistically most likely outcome.
I think every team is beating Boston right now.
Well, LA Thieves will surprise you this weekend, dude. Trust.
I have Thieves 3-2 as well.
I think Boston win the first hard point and lose the next 3 maps. So I'll go LAT 3-1.
Wow, he's trying to break the curse.
For Jake's sake, for all of LAT's fans' sake, for Nage's sake, I hope it doesn't go map 5. Because Jesus, win a series without it going 5.
Oh, dude, if it goes 5, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I mean, honestly though, Boston in map 5 is probably the best case scenario because those boys horrible at S&D, no ice.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't mind.
I just
would
don't
not
want
mind.
to. I don't want to guess the map 5 because as soon as I do, it'll be like Boston 3-0 or some shit like that.
Brody said dope BDA shirt.
Thank you.
All right, let's I'm gonna do a couple things real quick. Some of the game type of stuff we do, but we got some stuff on Twitter to do it with. So we're gonna go through some of these CDL scrim intel start bench cuts that they've been tweeting out. I think some of these are actually interesting. There's some current players, some older players. Chat, you can play along with us. Let us know who you would start bench cut. But the first one is the Flex Edition. Start bench cut, Sib, Kenny, Draza. And I'm guessing this is just based on currents, obviously not based on like peaks or careers. So start bench cut, Sib, Kenny, Draws.
Start Draws, bench Kenny, cut Sib.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep. I agree too.
I mean, that sucks, but Draws looks insane right now.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I put a poll under this, and it was 50% start Draws, 47% start Ken, 2% start Sib.
To be fair, listen.
And it's got 4,000 votes.
To be fair, Kenny is playing lights out too.
Oh yeah, Ken's insane.
I just think Draws is like playing ridiculously at a high level right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not many people I would take over Kenny, but Draws might be one. So
that 2.7 was Sib, his mom, his grandma, his brother.
Yeah, right. 04.
04.
That's hilarious. All right, next one is main AR edition. Once again, this is based on, I'm guessing, like currently. Start bench cut, Ghosty, Skies, and Insight. Now, this one I think is actually I think could be some debates. I would say look at the whole season, not just like currently. Because I think if you look at the way the players are performing right this second, it's kind of obvious. So just look at like the whole season, like Major 3 or MW3 as a whole.
I'm starting Skies, benching Dan, cutting Insight.
I think I agree. Even though Insight was so good at Major 1, I think I agree.
Okay, yeah, I mean, he was very good at Major 1, but since then, he's been average at best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wasn't that good at Major 2, and he has not been good at Major 3.
Dan's at least been consistently good the entire season. So, I mean, if we're going on this season alone, that's what I would do, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm picking Skies for sure, but...
Yeah, I'd probably say that, honestly. I know you could probably entertain the idea of start Dan.
I think you could entertain the idea of any of these guys starting.
Because at the beginning of the year, I mean, the only bright spot on LA Thieves when they were absolutely booty cheeks was Dan.
Love that guy.
Yeah, this one is like mixed match, but I do think you should probably
based on the poll. I'm just farming these impressions down here. 45% Ghosty, 35 Skies, 20 Insight. So more people said start Ghosty.
That might be a fandom thing, to be honest.
Yeah, and also I think it is based on the fact that Ghosty's definitely playing the best individually out of these guys right now, I'd say. I mean, between him and Skies. But Skies has still been pretty good, but they've been struggling as a team.
Dan's season has been unbelievable, especially with what he dealt with the first two majors. So, I mean, shout out that guy.
Look at that guy. Yeah, that one definitely could go multiple ways. All right, where are these other ones? I got to scroll past some scrim stuff. All right, this is primes. So these players in their prime. Start bench cut, Shotzzy, Zuma, Hydra. Shotzzy, Zuma, Hydra in their primes. This is actually tough. Because I think start Hydra, bench Zuma, cut Shotzzy. That's what I think.
I agree with the start Hydra. I mean, you want a ring, you want MVP. I mean, my guys.
MW2 Hydra was incredible. I mean, what, top 6 peak probably all time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably starting Hydra, benching Ant, and cutting Zuma. Probably. Is what I'm doing.
I mean, he won a Rookie of the Year MVP for a reason.
And a ring.
And a ring.
Online.
Still a ring.
God.
No, I do think there's debate to be had here. There's debate to be had here.
I think I'll go with the press set, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
if you look at the poll that I posted down here, if I could find it, Hydra 42.5, Shotzzy 36, Zuma 21.
Yeah, that's probably perfect, I think. I actually think that's probably perfect.
So people basically said Hydra, Shotzzy, Zuma in that order.
Yeah. I mean, Zuma's prime was insane. But
I think Zuma's prime was... I mean, dude, Advanced Warfare Zuma was the only person competing with Scump. He was the only SMG competing with Scump.
He's up against two of the
best World War II.
Of all time now.
There's definitely debate to be had. I don't think there's really a wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer in any of these, really. I mean, it's everybody's opinion. As long as you can back it up with enough evidence, who cares?
All right, here we go. We got another one. This is main AR edition. This is also, I believe, like primes. They didn't specify it, but I think they said it in one of the comments. Start bench cut, Clayster, Slasher, and Octane. This is another one that's like, I mean, all of them have a ring. Clay obviously has 3 of them.
I think, I'm starting Clay, benching Octane, cutting Slasher.
Yeah, I think I'm there too.
I actually agree.
Yeah, I think I'm there too. Actually, cutting Slasher is hard, but...
It is, but...
Octane is just so good. And Clay is obviously Clay, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Clay's never getting cut.
NYSL Esports Clay, like prime.
AW Champs Clay is insane.
Yeah. I mean, Clay just in general really is insane. But I would never really cut Slasher, but I think that's probably right, to be honest. Clay, Octane, Slasher.
Yeah.
Sorry, little goat. Let me see. How many more are on here? Okay, this is another one in their prime. Start bench cut, John, Apathy, and Zuma.
I have John on my team, on my all-time, on my champ team. So I gotta put him on there. I gotta back him up a little bit. But damn, Hap and Zuma were good though.
Dude, I think...
But John was also nasty.
I might go John, App, Zuma.
Bro, Zuma might get cut twice, and that
I think Zuma has to get cut in this one.
I think that's what I was leaning towards too. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I'm going. I think I'm going John, App, Zuma too. John was like the best SMG in Black Ops 3. So I mean, he was even better in Scump. So
Yeah.
if we're talking primes to be better than Scump at that game, I mean, that's enough for me to put him number 1. So
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, yeah, that one's tough, man. Shout out John, brother. This guy's not talked about enough. He really isn't talked about enough.
Cutting Zuma twice feels wrong, but
Sorry, Luigi.
yeah.
And then I think this is the last one, but Retired Legends Edition. I'm guessing this is also like primes or whatever, but Start Bench Cut, Parasite, J-Cap, and Aches.
My reply to this was comedy, by the way.
Oh, wait, I think I saw your reply.
I was actually pissing myself.
I prefer not to vomit, so I'll sit this one out. That's crazy. Yeah, I think this one's obvious. I think it's Aches, J-Cap, Parasite. You could maybe argue Cap over Aches. I mean, it obviously would depend on like what you need on your team and that sort of thing, but I still think it's probably Aches number 1.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Sorry, Haggy.
I'll take Haggy over both of them.
Over J-Cap? Come on, don't do my guy Cap like that.
I'm just kidding. I would obviously
Don't do Mr. Fundamentals like that.
I would obviously go HJ Cap Haggy.
Yeah, that one's probably pretty straightforward. But yeah, that's all the ones on there. Shout out CDL Scrim Intel. And then the other thing on Twitter I wanted to talk about with this was this breaking point tweet. In a different universe where the FaZe trio disbanded after 2023, if this was the big four, who would be the best? And they made some teams here based on their own, their own fun. What team here is the best?
Ultra. It's not close.
It's really not close.
No, it is Ultra 100%.
It's really the only one that I think might even have a chance to compete is like New York. I think New York selling for Civ is actually a crazy good upgrade, but
I don't know how Skies would be in that flex though.
That's the only thing for me.
Yeah,
too.
OpTic got the short end of the stick, and I guarantee you it was on purpose. I guarantee you it was on purpose because they knew it would drive engagements.
OpTic gets probably slammed against all 3 of those teams. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It might be a 3-0. We might lose all 3.
That's Vanguard LAT minus Octane plus a BZ. So you get Ken on the AR.
Yeah, but you don't really have a strict main there.
I mean, draws
between Ken and draws. It depends on the game and the map and all that stuff, obviously. But draws is fast paced.
Look at Civ, bro.
I definitely think Ultra's the best. New York is second, and then Thieves and OpTic honestly are like tied for third, fourth.
Yeah, dude.
I think
somebody just gave Toronto a super team, bro.
I think OpTic right now, just because of Civ. That man is absolutely cheap.
Dude, no way. Dude, you guys wouldn't be OpTic fans anymore after this season, right?
Yes,
you might come to Thieves.
No, I mean,
okay, chill out.
Come on, bro. We got a BZ, Ken, and Envoy. Everyone loves those guys, and then draws. I mean, he's hit or miss for a lot of people.
No, I mean, I would. I'd obviously still be a fan, and they would still be good, but they would probably suck on land, to be honest.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Looking at this graphic, a BZ looks real good in that Thieves jersey.
Fucking.
Dude, I think a BZ looks the best in a different jersey out of these guys.
That's because they're the same colors that he wears now.
Dude, no. It's because it's LA Thieves. No, I think Sib looks good in that OpTic jersey too. I think you guys should trade for him or something.
What the fuck?
Dude, honestly, New York could use Kenny right now.
Why couldn't they just give us one of the FaZe people and then each team?
Because they knew they'd get more engagements if OpTic got the short end of the stick. You have to understand this.
Why couldn't they give us like seller draws, bro? Why the fuck they give us Sib?
Oh god, that trash can. What the fuck?
I'm telling you, it's straight up engagement. Bro, if you look, this is scary scrolling through these comments, but if you look at some of these, like, why doesn't OpTic get one of the FaZe trio? OpTic got worse. Let us keep Ken. Like most of these tweets are about OpTic because they knew, bro. They knew.
Let us keep Ken is fucking comedy.
Oh man, nah, dude. Listen, at the end of the day, Kenny's coming back to Thieves where he's meant to be. I hope you guys know that. I hope you guys know that, dude. Even if he wins a ring on OpTic, he's coming back to 100. And not as a player, but like after he retires. I mean,
I'm sure.
I mean,
But-
He's coming back.
We'll
He's
get
coming
it.
back to Daddy Nate Shot's team. All right.
What happens if he doesn't?
I mean, it is what it is, but he is. I mean, come on, we got Octane.
What happens if he vibes so well with the guys on OpTic that he's like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here and make this my home.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, brother. No, I mean, if it happened, I don't really care. But dude, oh man,
What
Draza,
a hard decision to pick between OpTic and LAT. Oh no,
dude, Draza has to come back to LAT because Nate Shot has his chain and said you can't get it back unless you re-sign with us. So Draza will be back one day.
you just want all of them back?
Yeah, dude, dude, if we had the team from the last 2 years in this game, oh
You'd
my
be dog
god.
shit.
y'all should have
What?
paid him.
We
Y'all
have
should
3
have paid
ARs?
him.
Nah, dude, 3 ARs in this game, and they basically run 3 ARs every map.
I mean, not the way that, dude, Draws would have to run full-time sub probably.
But Draza or Ken could do it for sure. Dude, I think we'd be disgusting.
You'd obviously be,
But to each their own.
well, you'd
Teach their
be
own.
top, you would be top 4 or 5 for sure. I mean, there's no doubt.
Top 3, brother. Top 3. Put some respect.
I don't know.
We'd be better than OpTic because you wouldn't have Kenny. We'd probably be better than
Base doesn't have Draws either, so.
we'd be better than everybody. Problem solved. We'd run it back. Win chance. Come on.
Okay.
Oh man. All right, last thing I wanted to do was prize picks. We haven't done this before, but I think it'd be fun for us to do a little prize picks parlay around the CDL. We'll throw $5 on it, maybe $10 if I'm feeling generous. And we're gonna see.
We do not promote gambling.
Yeah, we
If you
do
help.
gamble responsibly. We're not partnered or ads or any. We're not no affiliation with prize picks. I just think
Can't
it's
even
fun.
do this shit in PA.
Yeah,
It's
so
banned in
this is
PA,
illegal.
so.
Preston's gonna get arrested by the FBI live on stream.
You're gonna saw his house right now. Cat's gonna go bye-bye.
But yeah, boys. I mean, if you guys have the stream open, you can kind of see some of the lines on here. We can pick up to 6. You can only pick if you pick an individual player. You can only pick 1 per team. So we can either take 1 player from each team. We can take some of these combos, mix it up. But you guys let me know, man. If there's just any player you think is going to fry or is going to get fried this weekend, let me know and I'll tell you what the line is.
So I don't understand. You just pick like 2 people and decide if they'll go over?
Yeah,
or
so
under?
like this is maps 1 through 3 combo. So the first one here is Hydra plus Kismet, 107.5 kills. So do you think they're going to get more or less than that in maps 1 through 3 combined?
Can you take.
that Real and Vickle? Give me the under on that.
You want
They're
Real
playing-
and Vickle under on New York?
Oh wait, they're playing New York. Never mind.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you
the New York
take
one.
Penta and Snoopy under maps 1 through 3 versus OpTic?
I cannot. But Snoopy and Beans is on here.
Yeah, but Beans might have like 30 kills for a loss.
We can also do individual players for the whole series, map 1, map 2, or map 3.
Oh.
So, like, you could take the Penta under 51.5 kills versus OpTic if you wanted. Or you could take the Snoopy under 53.5 kills versus OpTic.
Take Shotzi over 54.5.
Shotzi over 54.5. We are online, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Chat saying Lucky less. Penta Snoopy under. Alex is going crazy. Oh
Jesus.
my god, dude. Oh my god, Alex is getting frisky, brother. We don't need to know what you and your girl are into, all right, dude? Keep that in the bedroom.
I'm just trying to show Austin, a little.
Oh my god, Austin and his
Dude.
Polish girlfriend Natalia.
All
right, yeah. Who do you guys think? Who do you think's gonna fry?
Is there anything about Simp versus Vegas?
Yeah. So Simp's line for the whole series is 53.5. We could also look at individual maps if you want.
Yeah, let's look at map 1.
Map 1 is 25.5. The thing with this is you don't know what map it's going to be. So, like, you could try to bet based on what you think the map's going to be because
True.
once the maps come, like, the map set is released, PrizePicks updates their lines.
Better
But
hope
since it's-
not sub-base.
But since it's not out yet, we can't, we can just get it in now based on this line. Then if it ends up being, like, 6-star and everyone's going to hit the overs, then we're just free cash.
Yeah.
You could also, Simp is 23.5 on the control. But you think
What's a
Simp's...
less? What's like a guaranteed less?
A guaranteed less ASIM 48.5.
Jesus.
Sib 50.5. Pentagram
Metals.
51.5. Metals has also been getting cooked.
Yeah, probably ASIM, honestly.
You think
Or
ASIM?
Clay. ASIM or Clay on the list, because they play FaZe, so I'm guessing they're gonna get slammed.
Yeah, Clay's not on here yet. I think these are just the Friday matches that are on here. Ace, you think ASIM under 48.5? You could also do map 1 as 21.5. Or map 3 is 20 kills. Dude, I mean, versus FaZe, they might get like 100 point clubbed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they might get 100-point club, but still be like 2 or 3 kills less.
That's a good point. They do be kill farming.
Lucky Less is free.
Lucky Less?
Versus Sib? Lucky might put up 50 map 1. Sib has 4 broken controllers. You guys are forgetting.
Oh my god, which one is he gonna use? I'm thinking map. I'm thinking for like a map 1 pull here. We take the Draza over 24.5. This guy Draza is different right now. I think he's gonna fry. Unless they play sub base, then we're screwed. So I'm pulling a Draz here. We need 4 more. Come on, lock it in. Start throwing some shit out there.
Did you do the Satsi?
Yeah, the Shotzi over, Draza over.
Okay. Do Kismet under.
For the whole series or for specific map?
Map 1.
Fit 23.5?
Yeah.
All right, Kismet under.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
Chat's saying Lucky Less, so you might have to do Lucky Less.
Lucky Less on the whole series or on a certain map?
We know New York likes to kill horse. Maybe the whole series.
But they like to kill her, so maps go longer, so there's more chance for kills.
True.
What about someone on Boston? They're playing OpTic. What think's gonna happen with those guys?
Pentagram's gonna get absolutely shitstormed.
Yeah, Penta under.
All right, for the whole series, you think under 51.5?
Probably.
Yeah, that's probably fair. All right, we need 2 more. We need a Miami player and we need a New York player. Or no, we have a New York player. We need a Miami player and a Legion player.
Miami player. We could do Lucky Less. Fuck it.
Lucky Less whole series?
Yeah.
Or
it depends on Cashline. Cashline, if you get this shit wrong, I'm banning you.
all right, we'll go Lucky Less, and then we need someone on Legion. We could take dude. Do you think Nero could keep frying against FaZe?
Go.
He probably could. He also is good against him. Fast pace, fast pace.
They play FaZe first in New York.
FaZe.
FaZe.
Phase.
ASIM's kind of been getting cooked. Geo's been kind of getting cooked. Nero's been cooking, and Attach has been okay.
I think you should do Attach over.
You think Attach over 50.5?
Yeah, I think Attach has a good series.
You could also do 22.5 for the HP. 21.5 for the control if you think he's going to have a good specific
I
map.
just have a weird feeling map 1's gonna be
A banger.
sub-base.
Oh, so you think it would be under on that one? So we can go Attach over 50.5.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so then I'm going to throw $10 on this. If we get all of them right, it's $250.
Damn.
If we get 5 of them correct, it'll be $20. If we get 4 of them correct, it'll be $4. So we really want to hit 6, but we'll double our money if we hit the 5. So I'm gonna submit that. Bang, that's submitted, and we're in there, baby. We're in there.
We're in there like swimwear.
We're gonna see, man. If you guys cost me my cash, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I do this with chat. Like every watch party, and those motherfuckers cost my cash every weekend, dude. Every weekend, dude. I don't think chat has hit a single PrizePicks parlay in over 2 months of doing this. So they've costed me like $60 probably.
Yeah, start charging.
We got you. Don't worry. We got you.
Yeah. So Oh, is Alex frozen?
Oh, did we
Ah,
lose him?
Alex is down. Alex is down.
We lost
He
Ender.
might be one of those. Dude, Illy, come back. Chat, we lost him.
Ender
Well, I was
popped
going to
another
say that
kill.
we should mention that we're all going to COD Champs.
We are. We are indeed.
Oh, he's
Around
back,
the
he's back.
CDL. Around the
my
CDL will
shit-
be live
my
at
shit is
Chips.
trash. I don't know why. We'll be live.
Sorry, Slavi.
Sorry, what happened? My shit just
You didn't miss anything. We were just like, oh my God, he's frozen. But yeah, chat, around the CDL, all three of us are going to be at Champs. We'll see. Dude, we'll see if we could do a live show like Saturday night. I don't know how well it'll work because I don't really know how people run that shit and like Wi-Fi and stuff. I don't really know how any of that would work. So I could look into it. But at the very least, we could probably record some content.
We could definitely record some content.
So if
for sure.
if there's anything, chat, that you guys want to see us record in person when we're all together on Saturday and Sunday at COD Champs, man, let us know. You could DM us. You could say it in chat right now. Tweet at us, whatever the case may be. Comment it on the YouTube video if you're watching in post. We're going to have Saturday after matches, Sunday to see what we can record for in-person content.
Huey. Holy
Nah.
shit.
Honestly, if you want to see that exclusive content, you gotta become a member of Jake Maverick's channel.
Yeah, become a member. We're going to upload some serious, some serious stuff.
Hand-to-hand combat.
I want to see Alex crying when OpTic go out top 6. Castle, dude, Castline, you're cutting yourself short here, brother.
Yeah, you're gone.
Oh my God. But yeah, chat, if you have any ideas, man, let us know.
Oh my God, he timed out for 10 seconds.
Oh my God. Dude, I hate that the timeout deletes all their messages.
Yeah,
Like, I wish it just made...
I didn't know it was gonna do that. I thought.
Nah, yeah, I learned that the hard way too. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's only 10 seconds, but...
Sorry,
Oh,
Castman, I didn't
W.
even do that. I thought it was just gonna like put him on mute.
No, we could definitely record some content. Listen, I have
What does he got?
these little things.
Oh shit, he's got little microphones.
You plug into your phone, you could take. So like we can go and ask people at the event.
Dude,
like,
you want to go walk around and ask people questions?
Like, look, they're like so little. You just clip them onto your shirt, just carry them around.
Clip it on
Yeah,
your... Dude, you gotta get something really weird to hold as a microphone and clip that onto the end of it. Have you ever seen those videos where people are just holding some random ass object, but they have the mic clipped on it?
Let's put it on like a banana or something.
Dude, put it on your foam finger. And you can stand there like this with the foam finger out. It's fucking massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down to do content, honestly. Like, I mean, so I'll be doing content for Breaking Point at Champs and at Major and at Toronto. So, but we can definitely do something for around the CDL, boys.
Yeah, we definitely gotta plan some stuff and see what we can do. I think it'd be dope if we can't do a live show, just recording an episode from the hotel or something like Saturday night would be kind of sick too. So
Yeah, I think for that, well, I mean, if we have microphones, we can. That's probably the only thing we got to figure out is the microphones.
yeah, mics and then having enough upload speed to stream
Yeah.
if we wanted to do it live.
I mean, I'll be with you, Jake. So
Oh yeah, you will. I got a king size bed.
Oh,
Oh my God, king size bed for my king.
Yeah,
Dude, there's plenty of room for a third.
Oh
There's
my
plenty
God.
of room for a third.
Can you imagine just like a little night stream, a little sleep stream with three
Dude,
of
we'll
us?
put the camera on the ceiling facing down at the bed. And we'll stream laying in bed. Nothing freaky, bro. Nothing freaky.
Oh God.
OnlyFans.com/Jake Maverick.
Oh, did he?
Dude, maybe we could get some players to swing by the hotel. The hotel room I got is literally in the hotel next to the venue. So if there's any players staying there, bro, let's try to get them.
I guarantee you there's gonna be players staying
Listen,
there.
listen. What's the worst that happens? We just reach out to a couple people and ask if they'll do any interviews or something with us. While they're down
Yeah.
there.
Do a quick
What do they
couple
What do they
interviews.
say? No. Okay.
Sleep with the player? That would be crazy.
Around the CDL, dude, around the CDL might just take a leap at Champs, dude. It might get Rab on. That would be sick.
He won't be there. I doubt he'll be there.
You don't think he's gonna go to Champs?
I don't know.
They're going to Toronto. I know that for sure.
They're going to Toronto.
I thought he said he only likes going to like one event in the US per year.
I don't, dude. I guess with the
He went
whole
to
dope check
Boston.
thing they're doing though, he might be like coming to
Yeah.
more events.
He went to Boston, so.
Yeah, dude, we could
Let's
run a
get
casting couch. That'd be sick.
He's too tall to fit in indoors. How tall is he?
I don't know how tall is Rab. Like 6'4", 6'5", something in that range.
Nah, I think he's like 7 foot on all the money he made.
Sitting on his money, he might be 9'7", bro. What are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Tall as hell. Oh shit.
It's all
I
right,
thought I
dude.
was tall as hell.
Dude, it's gonna be a blast. I'm excited. And we still got plenty of time until then, though.
Now we'll have to come up with a couple plans on actually what we want to do and how we want to do it, but we could definitely come up with some cool ideas with different things. And I'm sure very minimum one, if not two players will just give us a couple minutes and just ask some questions, especially if they've seen or listened to the podcast.
And especially if they get eliminated early at champs and they got nothing better to do. So, what team are you gonna play for next year?
Oh, jeez. So now that your Rustermania has started early,
Who were you talking to at the bar last night? I have images. I have pictures.
OpTic player incoming, dude.
Oh, that'd be so tough. They play so ass at champs. So why did you drop a 0.6?
Dude, you a bastard. Oh my god. Do you think you're actually gonna get picked up next season? Because brother, yeah, I mean, enjoy that contract money while it's still there.
Gosh.
Nah, we're gonna figure out some dope shit. We'll figure out some dope shit we can do for Saturday and Sunday. I mean, maybe even some stuff earlier on, but before Preston gets there, Alex and I can run a couple one-on-one sessions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I will be there. I will be there Friday evening.
Friday,
so-
dude, even better. Even better.
I'm getting to Texas on Tuesday.
Damn, all right.
Get there early
Oh,
as
yeah,
shit.
For a little bit.
I'm in Texas already.
You are. Yeah,
You
I
are,
am not,
dude.
unfortunately. Alex and I are completely on the opposite sides of you, and you are smack dab in the middle.
Hell yeah, I'm trying to be in the middle,
That's how
chat.
we
I'm
like
trying to
it.
be in the middle, chat.
That's how we love it. He likes Jake in the middle.
Yeah. I could go skiing if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. But yeah, chat, if you ever get any content ideas, whether it's like a simple question you think we should ask fans or a full-out video idea or something, send it our way. Send it our way on Twitter for sure.
Also, if you guys are going to champs, or like if you come up and introduce yourselves to us, or like say your name, whatever, and want to ask a couple questions for some interviews or just do whatever, I'm sure we'll come up with like some ideas, like recording questions and stuff and talking to you guys, because
Yeah.
obviously there is no podcast without you guys, so we are very appreciative for you guys sitting in here at a weekly basis, giving your thoughts and stuff. So if we're actually going to continue doing this, which I think unanimously all three of us will want to continue doing this as we have
Actually,
fun.
there's something I want to talk to you guys about. No, I'm joking.
Right.
That's crazy.
You guys make this fun. So literally
Facts.
any ideas you guys have, send them our way. We'll make some stuff
Except
happen.
you, Cashline. You're an ass.
Sorry, I'm cast.
So far.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting people at champs, man. I mean, I literally don't. I've never met a single person that I've talked to in the COD scene in person, so it'll be cool. I mean, just to meet you guys at the very least, and then obviously adding people in chat, it's gonna be sick.
That's facts.
Figure this out.
I've actually met Alex in person before, so it's just you that I have not met, Jake. And
Yeah, dude.
same with Alex. So
Yeah.
I'm coming in shirtless.
Alex had to tell me I was standing in the wrong line at the OpTic event
He
last
was
year.
standing in the challengers line.
I was ready to absolutely go on and piss some challengers players, bro.
I was like, Jake, my
That's
boy,
too
you
funny.
gotta go to GA.
That's too funny. You got an idea, dude? Send it our way, man. If you want to send it in chat or DM it to us, feel free.
Send it in chat, bro. Unless it's something that like
Unless something,
requires us to go on OnlyFans. Then
something
yeah,
crazy,
maybe DM
dude. We
us.
might need to start an OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking like $4.99 a month.
I got some feet pics.
Dude, feet pics, exclusive content. You know, a bunch of other things on there. Not to spoil it.
Ask Hex why he has an onliner on his team.
Dude, holy shit.
That onliner sells tickets, baby.
This is an insane.
Dude, it was crazier before the episode even started.
Yeah, this is around the CDL after dark.
Honestly, dude. Let's
You
see
thought
those
this-
toes. Those
You
two
thought this
buds.
was episode
It's
17.
gonna
This
cost you, bud.
is around the CDL after dark episode 1.
69. Yo, what's good? What's good, Ree? How we doing? But yeah, dude, I'm so excited for champs, man. Also, I wanted to know what you guys think. Black Ops 5.
Mm.
Black Ops 5 is the leak. We're apparently going to get some sort of reveal thing. There's apparently going to be an in-game event at the end of season 3, as well as a thing after the Xbox Game Showcase on June 9th, I believe it is. What do you guys think, man? Or Black Ops 6? Some people are calling it too. Like, apparently it's going to be Black Ops 6. So I don't know. I know that's pretty much all we got, but you guys have any thoughts on that?
Just hoping that Treyarch can save us.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Vandahar anymore, but I mean, people have been saying that the game has been made for a while now, so I'm assuming
I
that.
hope so.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know. I mean, really, I don't think there's been a bad Black Ops game. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Black Ops 1, and Cold War is good in terms of the last 6 CODs, but in terms of like other Black Ops games, it's okay. But I mean, I'll put it to you this way: I don't know if it can get much worse. So, really, it's like they got a pretty bright opportunity here to make something good happen. I think it'll be fine. I also love the Black Ops Orange, so I think it might be my year. I might just go and become a Challengers player and start my dream of being a professional Call of Duty player at the age of 24.
Let's
So,
go.
Yeah.
Same age as Simp. Come on.
That's it.
You got plenty of time. Dude,
I
I responded to a tweet that was like, Treyarch, take us to the promised land or something like that. And some guy DM'd me and said, Treyarch, really? Are you stupid? And I was like, all right, yeah, let's go, dude. Oh, it's too funny.
People are on edge these days.
I know. And as like a Slothy said, apparently the game's releasing in October, which is like earlier than usual. Most of the COD games come out in November. I'm pretty sure we've had COD games come out in October in the past, but not in recent years. It's cool.
Sure.
We might be able to start CDL season even earlier.
Hopefully so, my guy. More majors?
Oh,
Sorry, man.
don't get your hopes up.
More majors, brother. They have 3 majors next year and 37 online matches per split. Lock it in.
I forgot. We all love online matches. I mean, theoretically, like, we don't want LANs anymore. Like,
Now, LAN's kind of
main majors.
outdated. You know what I mean?
like
Yeah.
I mean, they
who
play
wants to go?
online when they're at LAN, so why even bother going to the venue?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we should do online COD majors, and let Carolina Royal Ravens host all of them. Maybe they
They're
might
good
be
at
able to
that.
host an event when it's online. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, I'm an OpTic fan, so of course I want online matches. You have the best
Dude.
online.
Them
in the
boys go
league.
7-0 every split, dude. Come on.
Oh, I'm interested in TTK will be 100 or 150. It'll probably be 150, I think.
Yeah, I think Treyarch will give us
Treyarch.
150 again.
Yeah, they've just.
I want Stim back.
You want the stem cheese back?
No,
He
I
likes
don't.
shooting
But
up.
I do actually. I don't actually want Stim. I thought it was cool, but I mean, it was like a one and done thing. I actually, the leaks that we saw with the human body shield and the shooting while diving, I actually think that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it'll be used in competitive, at least the human meat shield.
Yeah, it's GA'd.
But it definitely would be. If it
Wait,
wasn't
hold on.
banned in the rule set.
What
it would
leaks are
definitely be
these?
GA'd. Oh, you didn't see him?
It came out like right after the original stuff dropped.
Yeah.
Was it Charlie
goes to-
Intel who tweeted it out?
The
or-
Ghost of Hope, I think, tweeted it.
The
I'm
Ghost
not
of Hope.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love some human meat?
Oh,
my
brother, don't get me
God.
started. Ooh.
Yeah, there's like a picture of a guy holding like this dead body up and like using him as like a shield. Like
Can you imagine? Like,
it's like an assassination, but instead of assassinating him, you just take him hostage, and the other team can't shoot him or shoot you because they'll shoot him.
Mhm.
so you say you're taking another man from behind.
Pretty much.
Oh hell yeah! And you're
That's
letting
what it looks
people blow him from the front.
And for the first time since like the perk in World War II, you're allowed to shoot while diving. So, I mean, I thought that was pretty cool.
Nah,
Can
I
you
did.
imagine like just like round 11 champs? Shotzi just picks up a body and just
Shotzi just takes a beezy from behind on main stage. Oh god. Oh my god.
Imagine it's just a reskin of this year's game, and he could dive from top crane on high rise and just shoot as he's diving from top crane high rise.
Full accuracy too. There's no penalty.
that's crazy.
He's diving with a body as a meat shield while full accuracy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's so early and the game actually hasn't even been like fully announced yet. So, but I will say Treyarch is typically pretty good. There's 3 things that I ask for, right? 3 things. Because I personally, again, this might be a little bit of a hot take. I don't really mind this game actually this year. I actually thought this game is actually pretty enjoyable. Like I'm still playing.
Definitely the
Phantom
best, the second best out of the CDL era games.
I agree. I actually think it's the second best out of the CDL era games. I think Cold War is probably the best. But
Really?
I like
I was
this
gonna say
game.
MW2.
Mm.
I'm joking.
You might be right, honestly.
Not joking. I agree.
No
Second
red
best.
dots, no
But
daddy.
I'm still playing this game, and typically by this point in the season, I'm done playing and like either waiting until the off season or something. But I actually think they're like starting to understand what people want, even with like the map set changes and the map designs.
That's because it's not Infinity Ward developing the game.
Yeah,
Well,
see, I didn't like
It's Sledgehammer and Treyarch that are listening to the community. Infinity Ward says, "You want dead silence? Not gonna happen."
That's fair. No, that's fair. But I mean, we're going into a Treyarch game, so if they can give us 3-lane maps, color, and some just please like attempt just attempt to make like a 3-gun meta. I would love a 3-gun meta so much, man. I really would. The Black Ops 4 meta was so good. It was so good. If they could just try their best to make a 3-gun meta, I would. Those are the 3 things I asked for. I'm happy if those are the 3 things I get.
Yo, Ali with the 199 super chat. OpTic is winning champs.
Ali, you really go.
That dude, that might have just sealed it right there. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Suck it, okay, not playing.
Fueled asked up a little earlier. What are your thoughts on Kaylee getting dropped from FaZe? But I guess as a whole, what are your guys' thoughts on the whole FaZe dropping everyone? They just picked up 4 new creators.
Honestly, I'll give it a buck. I have no idea who the fuck they picked up.
I had only heard of one of those people before, and I never actually watched them.
I don't know who they picked up. I mean, I'm not in FaZe. I'm not, gonna say what's good or wrong or what's best for them because I have no idea. But I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do.
I don't like to give my opinion on stuff that I don't know enough about. But I will say that for them being a gaming org, I don't know a single one of those people they just picked up. So like to me, it just seems like they're trying everything they can to stay relevant, but they're not even attempting to do that right. Because unless like I'm just totally numb and just being ignorant to the fact that I don't know these 4 people. I've never heard of any of these people in my life. So at least if you're gonna do that, like find somebody else to pick up. Like I don't know, sign Sketch or something. Like that's the way to do it.
Right.
Like who are these people?
What's up, brother?
Hey, yo, Ali with the 499. OpTic is winning Major 3. Double down, fellas. Dude, you guys might win it all now.
She said all those dudes they picked up average like 10K viewers. To be fair, that's what I said. I genuinely don't know. So if they are like major, but what are they major in gaming? They just stream like I don't know who they are. Like are they like a Kai Cenat type streamer where they just have fun and vibe on stream?
I think so.
Are they gamers? They're just chatting
Yeah, I
streamers?
think they're
Okay,
like just chatting.
see, like I don't watch that, so that's why I don't really talk on stuff I don't know because I don't know anything about them. So listen, if that's the way that Banks and all the guys over there think that they're gonna take their org back to the promised land, good for them, man. I just hope they stick with it. Don't give in to something like this and then stop halfway if it stops working. Actually keep fighting forward and watch it grow, or just stick with it. And if something goes awry, then come up with a backup plan. I don't know. I just I wish them the best. Obviously, I mean they are a pillar in the gaming community as an organization, successful 50 plus championships as an org. So we need these juggernauts that are in the gaming world to continue to thrive, or our gaming world is slowly going to fall apart at the seams, and we don't want that to happen. We want gaming to be as prevalent as it can be for a long time. So I hope it works. I really do.
Yeah, dude, it's very interesting because I see exactly what they're doing. Like I feel like I actually understand exactly what they're going for. They want to be relevant outside of gaming, right? I think FaZe right now knows they can never go back to what they had, and they want to just continue to grow in every way they can, especially because their stock is like a public stock now. So I think what they're doing is like they kept esports. I think they're even adding esports teams. They kept around the likes of, Jev and Replays and a couple other like the guys that are, Nick Merck, Swag, that are in the gaming scene. So they're keeping their hold and their reputation and their presence in gaming between those creators and their teams. But now they're adding these just chatting streamers that are probably pulling in way more views and eyeballs than some of the gaming creators they might have been able to bring in at this point in time. So I think they're really like playing both sides of the coin, which I think is probably smart for like just growth and like overall viewership, and then maybe getting more sponsors and things like that. But it's just like, as someone who's been watching FaZe for a very long time, like a lot of us have been, and just all of us being gamers, you obviously want to see them being more involved in gaming. Obviously, it's kind of weird to see them kind of going away from what popped them off in the first place, especially now that the OGs have control of the brand again. But I see what they're doing, man. I mean, Banks explained it a lot on Twitter, like saying like, we're never going to get back to the New York FaZe house days. Like, we got to just move forward into the next thing. And the next thing right now is those Kai Cenat just chatting streamers that are taking over. So I see what they're doing, man. I think it makes a lot of sense. Is it what I want to see from FaZe? Not exactly, but I think it is. Honestly, like, I don't know if I'd say it's the right thing to do, but it, based on the information given, it's probably the best option.
Yes, I can't really give like an in-depth analysis on my opinion because I don't know too much about that stuff.
Mhm.
I don't personally enjoy watching the just chatting. That's just me. That's just like not my cup of tea. But it obviously works.
As we're sitting here just chatting.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first podcast I've ever been on. I like listening to podcasts, but like the streamers that just sit there, and I like watching games and stuff. So I don't know enough about that world to give a in-depth opinion on it. But listen, good for the creators. If it works out, good for FaZe Clan. And I'm just glad that it's back in the OG's hands because it feels right that way. It shouldn't be in anybody else's hands, regardless if it flops or not.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening with them. I mean, I like that they're still in esports. They're adding more esports teams. I don't think that's ever going to really go away for FaZe, especially considering they're pretty successful. So at the end of the day, that's good enough for me. I still got Jev. He's the only FaZe person I watch content from anyway, so shout out Jev. But yeah, I mean, honestly, we've been going for 2 hours, man. I think it's time to wrap it up. I can see Preston's bed. It looks like it's calling his name in the back over there. So
it's calling all three of us.
Yo, let's go. Slumber party. Sorry.
Welcome anytime, man. I got a nice little Minky. Grisby's knocked out in the back, so.
Hell yeah. But yeah, parting words, boys, before we close off.
I mean, again, we always say it. We always preach it. We appreciate everyone. We appreciate all the support, all the love, all the interactions that y'all give us. Can't thank y'all enough. We wouldn't be doing this without y'all. It's always a pleasure to talk hard and get y'all's feedback and takes and stuff. We appreciate everything, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, man. You guys are genuinely incredible, really. You guys make this really fun. It could be boring just talking, and I'm sure sometimes it gets a little stale for you guys, but interacting and listening to us week after week, episode by episode. I mean, we've been doing this for 17 episodes already, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So obviously it's doing good enough, and we're having enough fun for us to want to continue, and that's literally all you guys. So thank you as always for the continued support. I hope we have a good weekend of COD. We have 9 matches this week instead of 8, so CDL is getting a little crazy. But as always, go OpTic, and that's it, guys.
Yeah, chat, thank you guys for watching. If you're watching live, we appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're watching in post, we appreciate you guys just as much as we say every episode. If you have any content ideas you want to see us talk about on the podcast, anything, videos you want to see us make, things you want to see us do at Champs, definitely let us know, especially Champ stuff, because we can start planning that now. Given that it's in person, it probably takes a little bit more planning and coordination to at least make sure we have things running right. So definitely let us know. We hope to see more of you guys and all of you guys here next week for the live show again. Definitely follow our Twitter to see when we're going to be live. But yeah, with all that being said, chat, we love you guys. We appreciate the support, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.